What's up, YouTube? Tim here. Since I just did my review for the film Dreaming Wild, I decided to go back all the way back to 2015 and do my review for the Brian Wilson biopic Love and Mercy, which this is, of course, from the same director of. Now, Love and Mercy is directed by Brian Pollard, who just directed Dreaming Wild. He's also put out some other interesting, um, he was also a producer on Brokeback Mountain, Into the Wild. He produced the movie Wild, 12 Years a Slave. Um, yeah, he's mostly done like more producing stuff in the past 7 years, not really much directing. But if you guys don't know much about the story here, uh, the film is about Beach Boys co-founder and leader Brian Wilson and his struggles with mental illness during the 1960s and 80s. It stars Paul Dano and John Cusack as a young and middle-aged Wilson. You had like Paul Dano playing the younger Wilson, and you had Cusack playing the middle-aged one. You of course have Elizabeth Banks who plays his wife Melinda. Paul Giamatti plays his psychologist Dr. Eugene Landy. The title, of course, comes from Wilson's 1988 song. The film, of course, alternates between Wilson's production of the album Pet Sounds and his treatment under Landy's 24-hour therapy program in the late 1980s. And Wilson, of course, called the film of very factual, opening or containing parts that weren't actually as factual here. And let me just say, this movie is terrific. I remember watching this one in theaters back in 2015. I of course listened to Beach Boys. I knew them. Of course, I remember them cameo like playing themselves on an episode of Full House. I've heard their music a lot before then, but I never really knew too much about their life or anything. And this movie, I gotta say, really made me become more of a fan of the Beach Boys. And Brian Wilson, like John Cusack, I thought gave a great performance as like the older Brian Wilson. Paul Dano is amazing playing the younger version. Of course, you had other good cast members like Jake Abel playing the role of Mike Love. Kenny Walmore played the role of Dennis Wilson. You of course had Grant Rogers was also in this. Aaron Dark, Joanna Going, Max Snyder, Tyson Ritter. Uh, some really decent supporting players popping up in this here and there, and the music, like it really, the music is really great. Paul Giamatti, I thought gave such a terrific Oscar-worthy performance. John Cusack, I'm always surprised John Cusack did not gain Oscar love because I thought this was one of the best performances John Cusack has gave in years. Paul Dano, he's always great. I mean, Paul Dano's maybe one of the best actors in the business too. Elizabeth Banks, I always saw her chemistry with John Cusack's Brian Wilson. You could really buy into their love affair perfectly. I mean, this is a really wonderful movie worth checking out. With great performances, great music in this. I mean, really terrific, magnificent film. Guys, how to say that. Anyway, let me let you guys. Have you ever seen Love and Mercy? If so, what's up? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Were you ever a fan of Brian Wilson? Were you ever a fan of the Beach Boys in general? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Himi signing.